due to popular demand, giving the Queen Healer strategy a try. Warning, Gallifales ahead. Greetings, friends and fellow Clashers, and thank you for tuning in to Clash of Clans Attacks, where, yes, we're going to give the Queen Healer or the Immortal Queen strategy a try, getting right into the replays with my first attempt against Extreme of Smoking Demons, a Queen and 4 healers on the right-hand side, and notice probably too many defenses in the area, the Archer Tower, Mortar, Cannon as well, and now a Tesla pops up, not a good sign, the Queen going down fast. I drop a Golem in to try to distract some of those defenses, and eventually as the Queen takes out some of those buildings, she just barely survives. Now the other buildings are firing on the Golem, and the Queen's health coming back fast. So avoiding early disaster, the Queen is moving in and taking out some of these other defensive structures. Now normally this Queen Healer attack is used in conjunction with a ground attack or an air attack from the other side of the base. I've seen the King deployed on the opposite side of the Queen as well, but I gotta admit I don't have a lot of practice with this, and I haven't even watched that many replays of the attack strategy. And now we've got clan castle units coming from the bottom of the screen chasing down my Queen, who is again just about to fall. I hit her Royal Cloak, and that's going to save her a little bit longer. She's got to get some more of these defenses out of the way, get the Expo down. The archers are doing damage to my healers, and that's not a good sign. Facing off with the King, turning the corner, the Queen still hasn't noticed the archers in behind. Finally, they're taken out of the way, and the Queen can move on. Full health once again. Another jump spell at the top, a couple of wizards, the Golem in to try to distract some of those defenses, but obviously it won't be able to distract that multi-target Inferno, and I drop in the rest of the Golems. So this is the rest of the attack coming in from the top right. Still haven't used the King. Now I realize the Queen, the Golems, kind of distracting some of those outer defenses. So I drop some wizards around the outside, and here comes the final Golem and the Barbarian King over those jump spells. It looks like they're going to head in towards the Town Hall enclosure, but as you can see, I have already lost the Queen. 42% damage, units in the Town Hall enclosure, and now the healers desperately trying to heal either the King or the Golems, or looks like the King right now. So they're working their way through the center enclosure. Got the Archer Queen to deal with some skeletons as well. Finally using the Barbarian King's Iron Fist. 45% damage. It looks like we're finally going to turn after the Town Hall, after the Dark Elixir storage goes down. And there it is, the King working on the Town Hall, some Golems still up. And we will finally get to the first star as the Town Hall goes down. The Golems in the center were at 48% damage, and for some reason, the King turns around and tries to head out that wall, rather than taking out the Inferno Tower or the Air Sweeper, or even that gold storage. 49% damage, and a few units sprinkled around the outside of this base are just barely going to manage to get that second star. So it didn't quite go as planned. Definitely far from a 3-star attack, but I will take it. A 2-star victory for my first try at the Queen and 4 healer strategy. So not bad for a first attempt, but I have to say, not as fun as the old Queen Healer was back in the day before the heroes were nerfed. So just for kicks, I thought I would train one up. We've got 10 healers this time, a couple of Golems, and on the replay, notice where the Town Hall is. Now I have to admit I was so focused on my healers and the Queen, I did not notice that the Town Hall was down there, kind of in that troll position. So thinking the Town Hall is in the center of this village, totally focused on just keeping the Queen up, I have no idea that's a gold storage in the center. So I watch the units moving in. I've dropped a Golem again to try to distract some of those defenses, but obviously with 10 healers this time, there's really no need. They're going to keep her up through thick and thin. She's working her way in towards the village, but of course, again, with 10 healers, we're not going to see nearly the number of troops that we had to support the Queen from that last attack. So she's still at full health. The Golem is in there, successfully distracting some of the defenses. 20% damage. She's working her way towards that Town Hall enclosure. Should hopefully take this Expo, no, that Inferno out of the way, but her health just about gone. Finally have to use the Royal Cloak. She gets the Inferno Tower out of the way, and it's right about here that, of course, I finally realize that's not the Town Hall she's firing on. That is a gold storage. But I have already dropped my King and the rest of the Golems off to the left with this jump spell here, not realizing the Town Hall is below them. So completely tunnel vision from trying to keep the Queen up and just focusing on her life alone. I have sacrificed any possibility of getting this Town Hall. too many structures down there trapping it. We've got the other Inferno, Expo, Archer Towers, Teslas, even the Barbarian King's Iron Fist, and a Rage spell is not going to help out. That's just typical. That's fine, whatever. At least we're going to go ahead and get the first star for 50%. So it's not a complete failure, but definitely a failure nonetheless. Gotta pay attention, analyze the base a little more deeply than I did there. So I tried with the spells I had remaining to try to get to that Town Hall. Obviously not going to work out. The king wandering off to the right. The queen still at full health with all those 10 healers. She is doing a great job, and for a moment I thought maybe, just maybe, she could work her way back around clockwise through this outer enclosure and get to the town hall. But as you can see, we're down to 50 seconds remaining in this attack, and only a couple of archers, a jump spell, and a rage spell remain. So I go ahead and drop the rage spell, going to accelerate things a little bit, but so many structures for her to get through, absolutely no chance that she's going to beat the clock. But with 10 healers behind her, and now the healers in that rage spell as well, she is not suffering any damage at all. And in this raid, she is definitely the Immortal Queen with all those healers still in behind, never really getting taken out by an air defense. They keep her up all the way until time is going to run out on this raid. And despite the fact that I got almost 90% damage on this village, 85%, just 1 star, the Town Hall stands. So we will turn to Rob of Lost Phoenix to watch a very effective Queen Healer attack. Now note, of course, we have some defenses upgrading and some defenses that are not maxed out right now, and that is going to help out. You'll notice Rob only brought 2 healers to help keep this queen up, so that's not going to be very effective if the queen gets within range of 3 defenses at a time. But for now, it's working out. It's keeping the queen healthy as she melts through some of these defenses at the bottom of the village. The Tesla out of the way, the cannon working her way up, and you'll notice the angle of attack. Very important with this raid that the healers are behind the queen when she approaches those air defenses. They've got a pretty good range. They're going to wipe out those healers if they get too close. But in this case, it works out pretty well. Her health gets really far down for a moment, but it looks like she's going to recover after she gets the skeletons out of the way. The jump spell and the golems now moving in ahead of the queen. So great planning by Rob, as the golems are going to absorb most of the damage in the area. The Expo, of course, the wizard tower, and now a giant group of units working their way over the jump spell. The queen, the king now, a bunch of wizards, the golems. And so 29% of this village already down before what looks like the beginning of a pretty standard ground attack. So that 29% lead given to Rob from the beginning of this attack definitely making a big difference. Single target Inferno's focusing on the golems for now, but the king is getting awfully close. And sure enough, it's going to lock onto the king, and he is not going to be able to get that Inferno Tower out of the way in time. He falls, but in the meantime, Rob has grabbed the first 2 stars, 50%, and the Town Hall. Units working their way around through the rest of these defenses, and you can see the golems are leading the way now, kind of protecting those wizards at the top, and the queen in there. She has lost her healers. They have moved forward to go heal the golem. They must be related to the queen herself. She's working on the Dark Elixir storage, and of course the healers are going to fall to that air defense and the Archer Tower very quickly, but 77% damage, and the queen is still at full health. Lots of full-size golems at the top of the screen also protecting those wizards, so 84% damage, and it looks like Rob is going to pull off the 3-star. It is going to be close for the queen, though. She just barely takes out that Tesla before it finishes her off. The skeleton trap as well, but now the last defensive structure is the mortar. It goes down, and that means Rob is going to be able to wipe out the last of these structures, finish off this raid, and 3-star this base, even though it probably could have been 3-starred without the use of the healers. Always interesting to watch. What will be the final popular queen healer strategy? How many healers is just the right number? Will this be used in clan war? Will we see it in trophy hunting as well? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And of course, thank you guys as always for watching. Please don't forget to check out my other videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite for daily Clash of Clans content. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with more full attacks. Galadon, missed the town hall again, eh? Maybe it's time to get your eyes checked.